Welcome to the third part of our 10-part series. Today we will be going into the top 5 easiest microgreens to grow. I love them. They're so easy, even a child could do them. I did them when I was 7 years old and they are so fun. Are you a beginner who wants to learn how to grow microgreens? Well, then this is the perfect video for you because we'll be showing you where to start with your microgreen journey. And I can't wait to take that journey with you. Hi, I'm Connor with Amelia Island Microgreens, and I am so excited to be the go-to place for microgreen learning and learning about the nutrition and the benefits. In just a moment, I'll be showing you some really amazing tips on how to grow microgreens like a pro. So be sure to stick till the end where I share one of the best tips. So let's start with our favorite here at Amelia Island Microgreens, wasabi microgreens. They are so amazing in flavor because they taste like wasabi, and yet it's not in your nose and like overwhelming. I love putting these ones on tacos because you get that nice dimension of flavor with them. So one of my next favorite ones is the family called brassica. And in the family, you have kale, you have your broccolis, and these are all high in sulforaphanes. And sulforaphanes are your anti-cancerous properties. And did I mention they taste delicious? Kale is actually one of my favorite microgreens because it's actually not bitter and hard to chew like what you imagine kale to be like. It's actually kind of sweet and it's very tender. Looking for another spicy, flavor-packed microgreen, turnip is amazing. It has a really great, not overly spiced, but it has that nice kick to it. And it is super easy to grow. So looking for a more mild and calm plant, I highly recommend collards. I have had the easiest time growing collards and they've never molded on me. They are really easy to grow and they grow pretty tall for some of my other microgreens. And they have this really calm, like almost slightly nutty flavor. Any radish lovers in the house? Radish is a really nice and really easy microgreen to grow. And it's also super beautiful. You can see there's purples and there's pinks. There's some that are green, some that are a mix of green and a brighter color. And I love them. If you're finding this helpful, then be sure to hit the like and the subscribe button. You won't want to miss any of our other amazing tips. So now that we've gone over the amazing types of microgreens, now let's get into how to grow them. When you start, you'll start by germinating them, which basically is telling the plant, okay, it's time to start growing, and you'll be misting. And it's really important to mist for the first 3 days, and after that, you don't want to mist anymore. So let's talk lighting. Lighting is incredibly important for microgreens, and the great thing is, it is so easy to find the right space. Just ambient light near a window is perfect for them. Or if you have LED growing lights, that also works. We just got some from a store. They're nothing special, it's just LED lights, and they grow perfectly under that. You may want to be cautious if you put them in direct sunlight that they don't get burned or shrivel up from the sun. And also be very careful if you leave them outside because humidity might make them a little bit more susceptible to mold. The optimal temperature for having microgreens grown, it's more in the cooler. So humid and heat is not good for microgreens. We keep our microgreens at 70 to 74 degrees Fahrenheit, and that really helps with keeping the mold down. If you start to notice any mold, we recommend using a fan to have better air circulation. And please let us know if you're having challenges. We really want to help and make sure that you have the best microgreen growing ability. Remember that secret tip I told you earlier? It's coming up in just a moment. Let me know what your biggest takeaway has been so far. I'd love to hear all about it. I read all my comments and I can't wait to hear from you. Okay, so are you ready for the secret tip? It's to use a double tray. So watering from the top is not a good option because then you're watering in a super dense place and it causes mold. So we recommend using a double tier tray so that you can lift that up, put your water in and put it back down. That way you're not watering in that dense area. Next, I have a microgreen tip that will take your microgreen growing to the next level. Ready to get started growing your microgreens? We have our 10-step microgreen course at ameliaislandmicrogreens.com/101. And we'll have all sorts of information there for you to get growing. The bonus tip is to mix your microgreens so that you have a dimension of depth and flavor in your meals. The bonus tip is to add dimensions of flavor by varying up your microgreens. And in our next video, we will go more into depth of how to add microgreens onto the menu. So I can't wait to see you there. Be sure to click the link below.